Yeah.
It all depends on who. I mean, that's the biggest open job now.
Yeah,
It's
guaranteed. And that's the next thing I'm going to say is who you guys are going to hire. I don't even know. It's so late in the hiring process or coaching carousel.
It's so, dude. It's so too bad this didn't happen like a week ago.
2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
you could have had JMU's coach. You
Right.
could have had
I
Could
North
have had
Texas's
Lane.
coach.
Lane Kiffin. I mean, Alex, we can get into this actually. It's who do you want to coach the Michigan Wolverines next season? What's going on? You Don't Know Ball Podcast Nation. Welcome back to the show. We are one host down today. It's only Caleb, Alex, and I. Jack's decided to take some
PTO.
PBO no.
Paid beer off.
Paid beer off, paid bar off, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But
or he's stuck in a ditch somewhere.
stuck
We
in
don't
a
know.
ditch. Probably all three.
You never know with him, dude. He'll say one text and then you won't hear from him for 3 hours.
No,
then he'll just show up and
He
he'll be like,
literally set a thumbs up. This
Yeah,
morning.
we said,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
recording at 6, thumbs up.
yeah, dude, it was the big thumbs
Yeah,
up too.
big thumbs up. Like he was really into it. But yeah, well, he's not here today, but we have a lot to get into, especially with news that just broke today, which we'll get into with Sherrone Moore in
Wednesday.
Michigan on Wednesday is when we're recording this. So
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't record yesterday.
yeah, I
No
mean,
kidding.
we could see what happens by the end of the week. I don't think anything too crazy is gonna happen, but it's crazy today for sure. But where do you guys want to start off?
I don't know. We could start off with the championship.
Championship sound.
Yeah, we should start with the playoff rankings for sure.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't we?
Yeah. Obviously, they made the right
We
decision.
can start with Sherrone stuff.
Yeah,
Let's start with
we'll start
Sherrone
with
more.
that.
That news is hot. Fresh off the iron. What's the Michigan boy thinking about this?
I am completely shocked.
Yeah.
Like I was never a really big fan of Sherrone Moore and any of his coaching philosophies, but now I am completely shocked. He was definitely going to get at least another year coaching Michigan, but now
Which is crazy because we were talking about that last week.
Yeah,
about
we were
how,
literally
like,
talking
yeah,
about
give
it.
him one more year.
One more year,
He was
yeah.
a big topic last week.
Yeah.
now all the things come out, and now he's dismissed from the Michigan football team. Overall, I'm actually excited about this. Like, this is something that I feel like Michigan has been needing to happen, but I didn't think they would ever do it. And he kind of put it on himself, literally. But
I when you told we just got home from work and you told me what Michigan did, fired Sherrone Moore, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was a big advocate for giving him one more year, and I think Michigan was too until all this the reason he got
The
fired,
allegations,
yeah,
yeah.
allegations he got fired for came out, and I think it's shocking, but it kind of gives Michigan fans like a new hope or energy because, to be honest with you, I was worried for you and all the Michigan fans coming out of that Ohio State game because I'm like, shit, they looked terrible
Horrible.
and they weren't making any changes in the offensive scheme.
we hired a special teams coordinator.
Yeah,
that's about it.
That's the only thing that came out of it. So I think Michigan fans wise, I think they're excited to see maybe a potential offense in the program again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I cannot believe that they actually pulled the trigger on Sherrone Moore. That is something that I didn't think was going to happen until I don't know, next year at least.
Yeah, it's funny how it's all self-inflicted too. It was like State had a good thing going with Mel Tucker. I mean, his years were on and off.
Yeah.
I mean, he had talent, and those teams actually could compete.
Right.
I mean, the year, especially that 2021 season, that was special until Purdue. But his firing was self-inflicted. Sherrone's might be self-inflicted. We'll
It's
see.
got to be something in the water here in
Yeah,
Michigan.
right, exactly. It's just funny how it's happened to both schools.
Well, Ohio's got it too. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't. Granted, it didn't happen until he went down to Florida, but Urban Meyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My ball knowledge ain't that deep, y'all.
Well, the lore behind that is that someone took a picture of him at a bar with some girl like grinding up on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's what got him fired. I mean, dude,
No,
that's on
well,
the clock, bro.
That
Terrible.
and kicking the shit out of his kicker. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was terrible. It was
Okay.
like he had like I don't know. We only had like 3 wins at that point.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, honestly. I'd be more on the excited side if I'm a Michigan fan, especially
I
after
think
what
we all are.
Michigan. I would say they had a high ceiling. They kind of reached. I think they landed at their floor.
Yep.
Which is tough, and part of it was just they just looked the same every single game to me.
Yeah.
I just
And I couldn't imagine how insane you were probably going, especially against.
Honestly, I get that Michigan is a run-based school, but I'm so sick and tired of seeing the running offense being our main attack.
Especially when you have a weapon at quarterback like Underwood.
And now we have a very good wide receiver as a true freshman with Andrew Marsh. Like that duo is going to be generations better than we've had in 2 years. Other than I guess you could put JJ and Roman Wilson, but still, if when Bryce and Andrew are seniors, they could be elite. And
I mean, they could be elite for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
It all depends on who. I mean, that's the biggest open job now.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. And that's the next thing I'm going to say is who you guys are going to hire. I don't even know. It's so late in the hiring process or coaching carousel.
It's so too bad this didn't happen like a week ago.
2 weeks ago.
Oh my god!
Yeah. But
you could have had JMU's coach. You could have had
could have had Lane
coach.
Lane Kiffin. I mean, Alex, we can get into this actually. It's who do you want to coach the Michigan Wolverines next season?
I think the biggest one that I've been seeing lately is that I really want Kalen DeBoer. And I get that he doesn't run the ball well at all, but his offensive side, like offensive mind is all about passing. And we don't know what that is here in Ann Arbor. So I think having him coming into Michigan, and he could potentially bring some big time recruits, maybe even Ryan, whatever his name, Ryan Williams, and there's a transfer portal. We get Nick Marsh, like that would just flip our program around. And I don't know, it all depends on if Bryce Underwood stays, but I really want Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, I don't know how realistic that is
in
my opinion. I think he's either gonna stay at Bama for another year and get fired, or he might leave. But I don't really think Michigan wants Kalen DeBoer at the head coaching spot. His teams have been weak, not tough. They've been terrible at running the ball, so I don't really think Michigan wants to embrace that side.
Well, yeah,
and it being so unbalanced. But I get what you're saying with bringing the passing aspect of it, and his play calling and his offensive scheme is good. But in my opinion, the most realistic coach that I can see Michigan getting is the Chargers defensive coordinator, Jesse Minter. I think he's a lights out defensive coordinator. He was dominant in college. He's doing really well in the NFL right now. I think he has a good relationship with all the Michigan staff or
athletic director,
right? And then you could even say like some of those players were recruited by him maybe 2 years ago.
Yep.
And if you want to keep the retention, because that's another thing, because who knows how many Michigan players are going to transfer out now because they don't know who the head coach is, and they all got recruited by Sherrone. Who is Jesse Minter going to be able to keep at this point with that Michigan back that history behind him?
Right.
So I think that's the most realistic hire. I think it'd be cool if you saw like a John Gruden or whatever. He's not that realistic, but like Jesse Minter, if I'm Michigan, it's the guy I would be throwing as much money as I can, because this is a top 5 job. So
this is the number 1 job right now.
Right. I'm just saying in the country, top 5 job.
Yeah, this is a weird one where there's no obvious pick.
Right.
Just because it is so late. Like I was looking at the coaches, I'm like, dang, bro. Like there's no I think this is one where you kind of got to take a stab. You know, you have the ability to pick whoever you want because you're Michigan. Even though the options aren't obvious, I think you can find a coach like you were saying, like the Chargers guy. Like, you know, this is your chance to go for it. This is what I wanted the Pistons to do, and they picked JB Bickerstaff, who I was shaming it at first, but he's been doing such a good job. So I mean, it's one of those things where I think it's going to be very divided on whoever they pick, but sure. it'll end up working out for them in the long run because they got all the pieces in place. Someone's just got to figure it out.
We just got to see who wants it, really, because I think as a Michigan fan base, you are going to take a really deep breath to know that all these scandals, allegations, the cheating, sign stealing thing is all in the past. And
they got to be out of the door.
They got
now.
everybody out of the program that was connected to it. And I think for Michigan to make that next step, they needed to get rid of Sherrone more and put that behind them. So I think that's another thing Michigan's excited for. I think they're excited for a possible new offensive scheme that incorporates the pass run. Right, get rid of Chip Lindsey. He sucks. But we can't forget that they still have a bowl game to play this weekend. So Biff Poggi.
Is it this week? No, it's not
this weekend. Sorry, the 31st of December. They still have Biff Poggi as in the interim head coach. But what if he goes out there and just smacks Texas?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much control he has over play calling or anything.
He probably will have. I think he'll just probably.
Why not just give it to him?
Right. Why don't they just let it rip? I mean, what do you have to lose? You're the interim head coach. He put it on Central, and he did an okay job against Nebraska. But again, those aren't Texas, and this is a big test for him for sure.
I think if he does well, I think Michigan might think about it.
Oh yeah, okay. I would think so.
But I think if you're Michigan as well, I think you're ready to get the next big Michigan coach, and you're not looking to settle for anything. Because I think Sherrone Moore, and no offense, but like he was something you just settled for. Like he won the 4 biggest games of the 23 season, with Penn State and Ohio State being one of them, and then he did okay. He beat Ohio State in that 8-5 year, and then he went 9-3 this year. I mean, that's the floor for Michigan. I feel like at this point, you can't go 9-3 again and have the alumni be satisfied with that. So I think it's going to feel good for you guys down the road to put this all behind you and look forward towards the future. Because I really hope you guys keep most of your players, because
we could be a really good team.
You guys could be, but I don't know how many are going to stay without Sherrone leaving, or how many are committed, especially with all this NIL like tampering or poaching. It's going to be hard to see. Like, it's going to be hard for Michigan to keep.
Oh yeah,
players.
absolutely.
And Bryce, I think Bryce Underwood's the biggest one that they got to look and be like, they got to go to bed knowing they got the program support around him, and they're going to do the best decisions for him.
You would think that like they keep Bryce Underwood in the know of who they're thinking for head coach, and maybe even like that. I don't know if they'd put like a search committee, but maybe even put him on it. Like,
have the players be involved.
Yeah, like you would want your quarterback to be confident with a head coach that can somewhat throw
one
the ball.
Bad thing for Bryce, and he's going to LSU. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's
that would be something.
It's shock.
Because I mean, he committed to them or before he flipped to Michigan when he was coming out of high school. So it's the history's there. And with the momentum LSU's got right now, be careful. But I think this would be good for Michigan, though.
Yeah, it's more exciting than anything.
Yeah,
you'd want some shakeup for sure after this year, I think.
Yeah.
So not the way you probably want it, but
no, I mean
it'll work out in the end.
It all worked out in the end, I think. Alex Alex and I were talking about this for days after the Ohio State game ended. We were like, all right, I don't think Sherrone's the guy. I don't think we should give him one more year. We'll see. And I think firing him was the right move. I don't know how early it is, but
he wasn't the right move. He wasn't going to get fired.
He was just the guy who was going to take the blame for all the hardball shit, get suspended, then Michigan was eventually going to fire him. So, they're out of that phase at least.
Right.
Yeah. I was just looking at my phone there, like, who should we hire? This is Michigan's Barstool. It's like, everybody we just talked about, and then the last page was Connor Stallions.
Doesn't he have a show band too?
He does.
Damn.
But it's all part of his manifesto. No, I'm kidding.
It's written somewhere in there.
It's got to be.
Right. You guys have anything else about that?
Nah. I think we kind of squeezed that one dry.
Yeah, I do too.
I just hope Michigan does the right thing.
Yeah.
I think we all do. All right. Let's get into what happened this weekend, huh? I know our fans have seen that our Instagram and TikTok have been quite dry since Sunday at noon. You guys want to start with that, or you want to start with the actual games?
I mean, we can go. I mean, this all because I was at my girlfriend's house, her parents' house, and she had her grandpa over. He's a big Notre Dame guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So here's what he was saying, because he was saying the whole time, he goes, oh, yeah, if Georgia beats Alabama, that's really good for Notre Dame.
Right.
They're going to get in for sure.
Yeah.
And you were probably thinking the same thing. You were probably thinking the same thing.
I was thinking that when they scored 28.
Especially,
like, that was Bama.
And I was telling him the whole time, I was like, oh, dude, I'm on a podcast. I picked Georgia. Like, this is great. This is great. That's the one game I watched. So Georgia was dominant. And then all of a sudden I wake up the next day and I saw your text and I was like confused, because I was like, there's no way Notre Dame can get in. So dude, take me through that.
All right. So let's start on Saturday first. So as a Notre Dame fan, what we needed to happen was Texas Tech to beat BYU, which happened. And, it wasn't as close as I wanted it to be, but they did beat them. And then I needed Georgia to just kill Alabama,
which is what happened.
And, after those two games, I was feeling quite good about going into Sunday. Like, all right, they're going to hopefully going to keep BYU where they are, because I don't know. They have two losses to the same team. Maybe they'll keep them there. Right. It's going to be close. But I think the bigger opportunity in my head was that Bama was going to drop underneath Notre Dame, which would give us that barrier between Miami and Notre Dame. And I was like, all right, so we're pretty much good at the 9 seed. And then maybe Miami and Alabama would flip. And that was my mindset going into Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, I was at church. I was praying. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, that's feeling good. I walked out of church. I rolled my window down. I'm like, Notre Dame's making the playoffs. I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm so confident. I walk into this house and it hits noon and I instantly get nervous, because all the press, the media, everybody was talking about, like, Miami's going to flip over to Notre Dame in this show, and it's just going to happen. And someone said that Bama's not going to get punished for losing an SEC championship game. And I was like, what do you mean they're not going to get punished? They lost by 21 points, and they had -4 rushing yards, and they have 3 losses. Yeah. And it's all this other stuff. And I'm like, all right, let's just see what happens. So the rankings start. We start from the first 5 teams that were
are all obvious.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, Texas.
That was a game.
Georgia Tech, Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4. Like, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And we finally get to the 9, 10, and 11 seeds, and I'm like, all right, this should be Notre Dame at the 9 seed. It should be, and I was like 50-50 here. As soon as that red A showed up on that screen, my heart sank, because I knew it was over. Because if there was no like team or 2 teams in between us, we were gonna get jumped over Miami. And sure enough, that's what happened. Alabama and Miami took out the last 2
Power 5
spots, and Tulane and JMU made it into the playoffs because of how the bullshit rules are written. So, I mean, at that point, I was pissed off. I was just heartbroken. I was just going through the motions. Like, I was so upset. I wrote an email to one of the damn committee members, just ripping him, like asking him all these questions, which I'm going to like address as we get into this. But it was terrible, and I'm still feeling it today. Like, I'm never going to see Jeremiah Love put on the blue and gold again. This team was so close to being like a national title contender. I mean, we were guaranteed one of the top 12 teams in the playoffs and in the country, and we didn't get a shot to go.
Wow.
So it felt like we got the rug pulled up from underneath us, because leading up to that, I know I'm talking a lot, but the first college football rankings, we were ranked 10. Miami was ranked 18. And then the next one, we were ranked 9, and that Miami was slowly moving up. This whole time, we were ahead of Miami for 2 months. We were ahead of Miami.
And why didn't they switch it last week?
And then the last show, they finally switched it because of the head-to-head, which I respect. Yes, they beat us. But you can't have us in there for 2 months, and then the last ranking show came after we didn't even play a game, and we didn't even lose. We didn't win. We didn't lose. We didn't play a game. Miami didn't play a game. But they still flipped us. They dropped us for winning by 29 points against Stanford when Bama barely beat a 5-7 Auburn team. They dropped us 1 because why not? Because Notre Dame. So, it was as you can tell, I'm a little fired up about it still. But I have some thoughts I think I should get into and ask you guys if I'm crazy or if I'm like think I'm being reasonable here, but it was frustrating and I'm still pissed off about it. So if you guys want to go into anything before I ask you my questions, then feel free.
I was just surprised because I was talking about it with somebody about how do you let a three loss team in the playoffs regardless.
Right.
I mean, there's no three loss teams, and I think the real villain here is Virginia.
Yeah, the criminal.
Yeah,
criminal.
Or you could say the villain is Duke.
Fucking Duke.
Honestly, I will say for the last month, I've been saying I want Duke to win that ACC championship, so we get 2 group of 5 teams in the playoffs, which is what happened, which is crazy because honestly, I thought there was no way that was a possibility.
Honestly, I didn't even think Duke beating Virginia would hurt us that bad, and then I went to bed thinking that night shit.
If Virginia would have just
they would have jumped Miami and been the ACC representative,
and Duke would have taken the last spot, right?
No, Duke
second to last.
Duke wouldn't have made it because
no. Sorry, I meant
Virginia would have taken it.
Virginia would have, and then Notre Dame, and then who knows what happened if they would keep Alabama in or Miami? It would be a toss up between those two.
Close.
Yeah. But it would have given us that barrier between Miami and Notre Dame, and I posted a TikTok pushing for both Miami and Notre Dame to get in over Bama because Alabama's been looking like shit the last 3 weeks.
I think every
4 weeks.
Every single social media, college football influencer was predicting Miami and Notre Dame to both make it.
Because, Bama lost to Oklahoma. They lost to Georgia by 21. They lost to 5-7 Florida State. They escaped South Carolina with a close game. They escaped Auburn with a close game. I'm sorry. I can't get it. I don't get it. I mean, you guys could blame it on the strength of schedule and how Bama went on those 4 ranked wins, but how many of those ranked wins are still ranked right now? Missouri's not ranked. Who else did they beat? They beat Georgia. Granted,
they beat Vandy.
They beat Vandy. Those are 2 teams that they're still ranked, and I don't even know the other one that's still ranked.
Yeah, they lost to Oklahoma.
They lost to Florida. They lost to Florida State, guys. I mean, 5-7 Florida State, and they're saying that Notre Dame's 2 losses were not quality playoff losses, and they only lost to both those teams are in the playoffs now, and they're saying
they're playing each other.
Yeah, they're playing each other, so they get to fight over who daddy is. But Bama lost to 5-7 Florida State in their week 1 at Florida State. We lost to Miami week 1 at Miami by 3. I'm pretty sure Alabama got their fix kicked in, bad. And they didn't get penalized for it as much as we got penalized for it. So, it is what it is. I could read you the email if you want to hear it, but it's I don't know. Disappointing way to end the season, and then, they decide not to play in a bowl game. So, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with, because as a fan, I would have loved to see them play because, I'm just all for watching Notre Dame football.
Bleed blue and gold,
I live for this shit, but I get what the athletic director is saying. I get what the team was feeling, and
I couldn't imagine being in that room and watching it.
Could not imagine
being a player and just being Jeremiah Love in that moment, just being wow,
dude, I've begged him to stay so many times.
You're a Heisman candidate, and you're not even going to the play. Well, I guess a lot of these Heisman candidates aren't going to the playoffs.
3 of them are. So Mendoza and
there's only 2 of them.
I'm sorry. Mendoza and Sayin. Why did I think that
Rodriguez was in there?
Nope. What's his name?
Simpson
was in there.
Fuck no, he ain't.
Yeah, I didn't think he would.
But
if it was first 5 weeks, he probably would have been in there.
But. It's disappointing, and I was gonna say something, but
I have some things to say. Go ahead. Just watching this weekend just makes me realize how corrupt ESPN and college football is. This whole thing about the CFP and everything like that. I also think the ACC is a bunch of jokes too. Their conference is nowhere near competitive in the grand scheme of things of the Big Ten and the SEC. They have all these pissy fits about how Miami is under Notre Dame on social media like the entire season, and they whine about it, bitch and complain. But again, you guys can't even sell out a stadium on a Saturday night football game. Like that's how weak your schedule and your teams are in the conference. Like other than Miami, who do you have? Duke. Duke's 7-5, and that won your conference. And
yeah, that was wild.
How can you let
also,
how can you put the ACC in knowing that their conference champion was 7-5?
we know
it didn't even play in the game.
We know
that's crazy.
The only reason Alabama's in because the SEC and ESPN have that contract, and there was no way they were going to leave an SEC team out, especially Alabama. It wouldn't be a playoff without them. So I honestly blame Disney World, Disney. ESPN, Reese Davis.
I blame that fucking rat.
I Booger, Reese Davis, Colt McCoy, whoever his name is. I don't really. The white guy.
Colt McCoy.
Greg McElroy.
Oh, McElroy. Okay, whatever.
Colt McCoy.
He's yeah.
Kirk. I mean, I don't think Kirk Herbstreit really was that big of a deal, but
he was pissed.
Yeah. All those people that are on that selection show are total pieces of shit.
They're just
biased.
Pricks. They're biased.
They have no. If they're going to do this college football thing right, like the committee, I think the committee is a bunch of complete and utter disgustingly rich people. Like they have no idea what college football even is. They were watching, I don't know if you saw their setup on
I saw it.
College Football Saturday Championship, whatever. They were all every single TV was watching the Georgia-Alabama game. Every single one of them.
Of course.
Like, you cannot tell me that the world we live in is NIL and college football are not corrupt. It's money driven. And now the SEC is trying to.
If anything, it was. I don't know. I think Notre Dame's got to take this as a warning shot from one, the committee, and then two, from the ACC for how they handled the situation. And then, I don't even know at this point. It's embarrassing. It's biased. It's something people just hate Notre Dame because they're not in a conference, and
it's not a good enough reason.
They have no reason other to hate that. And then obviously the ACC was going to support their team, but they can't support their team and then also trash us for being another playoff team when we have the same record. You guys lost to SMU and Louisville. We didn't say jack shit about it. We didn't take to social media saying like we have this better, we have this better, we have all this stuff better. And yeah, you guys won the game, and we admitted that, but I don't know. It's just terrible way to handle this, and it's kind of embarrassing for the entire sport, in my opinion. Yeah. And if you're on that committee, I think you probably should guard yourself, because there's some people that are not as sane as me that will that will take kind to this, because this is embarrassing for you guys and the entire sport and the entire network. And I'm glad Notre Dame took off opted out of the bowl game, because that's going to cost ESPN $50 million this postseason. So have fun making that up with our YouTube TV subscriptions, ESPN. But yeah,
if they're going to do it right, they're never going to do it, but they should let the people, the fans, the college football, whatever, not the experts that we think they are shown on TV, but the experts that are actually doing all the work for the people that are on TV, be the committee. Like,
I don't get
this is absurd.
We get a group of athletic directors to be the committee who makes decisions on our football teams, and one of them is being Mark D'Antonio. He's not even an athletic director. He doesn't even do anything. I don't understand what he's doing.
He's always
right
a snake. He's always a snake.
Yeah, he's just got all his clout from way back when.
Right. Like, he had a stroke on the sideline against Notre Dame after they won a game. And I mean, yeah, he won a Big Ten championship, but he hasn't done shit since. And now he's on the committee making these decisions. Like, I don't get it. Sure, he's got the background, but we need people. The people in the committee are not the right people. And another thing, this isn't their fault. I mean, it is their fault that they made these rules, but they need to do the 12 best teams. No group of 5, nothing. Yeah. If you want a real tournament that people will look and watch, Put the 12 best teams in the country in a tournament. That's what it should be. No James Madison who's going to get smacked by 50 points in the first round. Then they go to
a bye week,
Oregon, or who Tulane when they go to Ole Miss. We've seen Tulane and Ole Miss already play this year. Ole Miss won that game 45-7. It wasn't even close. But yet, granted, you guys are doing this so you don't get sued and all this other shit because the G5 just deserves to be there. But
they don't. They don't bring the talent, and then you did.
It. If you're if you're in the top 12, great, straight up, great. You deserve to be in there. But if you're ranked 25th and you've played Washington State and Kennesaw State
and Western
and Southern Miss and Western,
like our team,
Maestregon at that point. I mean, you cannot tell yourself a top 12 team when your strength of schedule is 162nd. Yeah, we went undefeated. You guys played the school of deaf and blind. Yeah, no, you're not going to be in the playoffs, but they're never going to make that rule. They're never going to make it right. They're probably going to expand the playoffs to 16, and next year Notre Dame's got like a signing deal thing with the committee that if they're ranked top 12, they're
and it will be a new committee next year.
Right.
So,
it should be. But,
just one more thing. ESPN, specifically talking to you, you were the most corrupt and spoiled brat program on this planet. And I honestly will never forgive you. And I'm not even a Notre Dame fan, but you guys should let the money not talk and put your little you-know-what between your legs because you guys are a bunch of bitches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I respect having Power 4 conference winners, especially if the Pac-12 is a thing again and they go back in the Power 5. I respect giving those champions a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They should honestly be 1 through 5, the champions of each conference.
Yep.
Oh,
totally. Then just
next
the next 7.
Yeah, best 7 teams.
Yeah. So if a group of 5 team happens to be in there, then they can.
Yeah, if they're ranked in the top 12, then they absolutely belong. They absolutely do belong to be in there.
Yeah, because I was having trouble with just how confusing it all was. Like, because they had the top 12 and who would be in the playoffs if the season ended today, but that did not match up at all with what the rankings were.
The committee screwed themselves with the rules they made, and this is probably gonna be the worst. I mean, granted, we're only in the second year of the 12-team playoff, but this might be the worst rating playoff bracket ever.
Well, yeah, you got 2 group of 5 teams.
Yeah,
there, so.
Like no one's gonna care.
And it's beautiful to me because I just think it's like funny that there's 2 group of 5 teams in there because
because it's a joke.
Yeah,
it really is a joke.
It's they're both gonna get smacked, and it's just something we'll never see again.
Right?
Like we're never gonna see 2 group of 5 teams in again.
They're lucky that they're starting this playoffs with Alabama and Oklahoma. Is the first game on Friday because that second day when they have
gonna be a rough one.
They have Miami and Texas A&M, which is the only good game of the day, and then they have Oregon JMU, and then they have Ole Miss and Tulane. What are we doing? The ratings are going to be terrible because they're all going to turn the game off at the first quarter. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel bad for those kids. They played their hearts out for Notre Dame, and BYU, you also didn't deserve this. You played the best team in your conference twice and you lost twice. I mean, I don't think you should have been left out either.
They should not have been punished if Alabama was getting punished.
I'm getting there.
Oh,
so
sorry.
My questions for you guys is based off just some of the moves they made. So Alabama lost their conference championship, and Hunter Yurachek's the guy who was like the spokesman for the committee, said that they can't punish teams for losing their conference championship. So that's why they didn't move Alabama. But BYU lost their championship and they moved down a spot to let Miami jump to 10. 11. So if Bama didn't move down, why did BYU move down? Because they lost their championship. Do you guys think that's that's fair or is that biased?
I don't know. It could be a thing where it's like if you lose to the same team twice, I think it's probably just a bias to the SEC and ACC too over the Big 12 because they're probably thinking, oh, we got to have one of these ACC teams in here, and it's not going to be Duke,
right?
So I don't know. It's definitely
hungry
conference bias. Yeah.
It's
BYU would have put up a fight though.
BYU was a really good team. They just so happened to lose to the best team in the conference.
I honestly think BYU would just absolutely steamroll Miami.
No, it'll be a good game between those two. Miami's a good team. I'm not dissing on.
They're just self-inflicted wounds they cause.
Right.
You know? It's not like
they lost to two really bad teams.
Yeah.
And because they shot themselves in the foot. So I don't know. I can't.
Carson Beck's fault.
Yeah. But we'll see what kind of version of Carson Beck comes out in the playoff when the lights are shining bright in Texas A&M. Because if Texas A&M runs the scoreboard on that team, I am gonna just take the Instagram and whatever social media I have and be like, this is what we picked.
Yeah.
Great decision, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are geniuses. This is really
What are you gonna do if Miami wins it all?
Nothing. I'd be like, they made the right decision.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hell no, I would be pissed as shit. But we can move on from this topic because I mean it's nothing we can do now.
Yeah.
But the committee made the wrong decision in my head, and they pissed off a lot of college football fans, and it kind of just shows
how corrupt the world is,
the network is, and they're going to expand it, and they think the problems will just disappear. They won't. So.
Nope. Keep on hiring the same people. It's going to keep on happening.
Right. I think, honestly, they need to get rid of those weekly ranking shows because if you're going to you should just do one ranking at the end of the year. And whoever's in there is in there because then the teams won't feel like they got the rug pulled out from underneath them. Just let the AP poll be the AP poll all the way through and then do one college football playoff ranking.
And it's also one of those I just thought of this because I'm like, okay, if you're the schedule maker for Notre Dame and the committee gave them Miami and then Texas A&M back-to-back in week 2, they had to think there was a possibility they lose both those games, right? Which is what happened. And mind you, it was by 4 points combined. So then Notre Dame, you would think with their schedule, and I know we were talking about this last week too, you would think at least they would have a chance with the rest of their schedule if they went out to make it, which they did. They took care of business on every team by significant margins. There wasn't a single close game. And, just the fact that they're missing out on the playoffs because they're not in a conference or because of conference bias. Yeah, dude, it's tough.
It's tough.
Sorry your team missed it, man.
No, it's all right. I mean, it's not all right. But
my team missed it, too.
Yeah, so did I. We all have a bunch of bums here. Jack, if you listen to this.
Oh, yeah, Jack. Come on. How does,
You're dead to me.
That's crazy,
If he was here, he would have been like, roll tide. Roll tide.
No. Yeah, he would have been. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's celebrating Alabama's playoff berth.
Troll.
And, dude, you know what? That playoff berth saved DeBoer at Alabama.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because last year was rough, right? He didn't even make it.
If he missed it this year.
They were 7-5 last year, weren't they?
No, they were 9-3.
They were 9-3 and they lost to Michigan.
Oh, okay.
9-4.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah,
that saved him. That saved his job there.
This is a make or break kind of game for him, season for him, and by the graces of God, he got in there.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't God that helped him. It was. I mean, I'm sure there was some aspect of it, but
was that a real hiring post?
No, it was not. It was Brian Kelly going to Michigan. I'd feel bad for you, terrible, because that is a terrible, terrible coach. But okay, let's get into the actual games now. We talked a little bit about Alabama, I think. So we don't really need to talk about that.
Yeah,
one.
I mean that game was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
pretty easy.
I mean, shout out to Texas Tech. You guys dominated BYU. That was a game and a half for them. They whooped them. So I don't think there's much to say there. Jacob Rodriguez, Heisman snub. He should at least went to New York just to stand up there. But
couldn't they just bring 5 people?
They could do
up
5,
there?
but they only decided to do 4 this year. So, but let's get into the big one. Let's get into the big one.
Western Michigan?
The Western Michigan Broncos.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
No way.
I watched the entire game.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did too.
That was a good, it's MAC football. You're not really going to see too much, but it was good, and it was fun to see him on Ford Field. The Broncos jerseys looked really good on TV as well.
Yeah. They wore the piss yellow, so that
they did.
It was pretty cool.
I like those jerseys.
I don't hate them. I think they're kind of cool. I mean,
they do what they can.
A little bit more brown in it.
Yeah.
They do what they can with the colors, man.
Yeah.
They got piss yellow, brown, and gold.
Yeah, I mean it's not a great color scheme. It's
not really.
UCLA's got the
UCLA's got cool ones, but
I mean, all three of our teams have pretty good color schemes. But
you guys are exactly the same,
right?
They have more alternates than we do, though.
Oh yeah, well, our programs are like more tradition based. So Western's got more freedom to do whatever they want.
Yeah. They have more of an Ole Miss philosophy.
Yeah.
Hey, quick off-topic question: what's the worst college football jersey you guys have ever seen?
Florida's Gator skin ones.
Oh, the Gator
skins
were awful.
Terrible. Have you seen those before?
I have.
Yeah,
I've seen those. I'd have to go with MSU's neon green.
I was gonna say that.
What were they thinking, bro? And they rocked those for like a whole year.
2 years. They did them for 2 years.
What do you mean? I liked them.
The dark green and neon green state lettering, that was really bad.
It was so bad. I don't understand.
Ugly.
Do you have another one, Alex? Or
I can't think of one.
You could throw Notre Dame's pinstripe ones when they played at Yankee Stadium.
Those weren't terrible, but I was thinking of I don't know how long.
I still love those. Don't get me wrong. I love those.
I think it was more like 2015-ish. I think, but they were in Fenway Park. And they had those split gold and green face masks.
Oh yeah,
those ones.
Stupid.
I didn't like those ones. I was like,
our stadium, our gear drip only got better from there because that was we had the year after Marcus took over. We got some icy whites, and those are probably the cleanest uniforms I've seen in a while. And then it's only been heat from there.
You could throw in Michigan's maize uniforms, all maize uniforms.
Michigan's
but those aren't terrible. Cool. You could put the maize top with the blue pants.
Pretty cool. I like Michigan's white top with yellow pants.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
I was gonna say another one. This Maryland one. You guys remember this?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, that's really bad. The split helmet. What are we doing, fellas? That's terrible.
But
it works good in their end zone, but other than that,
we should do a uniform draft at one point. That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Oregon would go off in the first 10 picks, but
yeah, they would. They've always got good jerseys.
Let's get back to the games. So Western won. They beat Miami, Ohio, pretty convincingly.
That was an easy game.
It really wasn't that many close games until the Ohio State Indiana one, which everybody's going to talk about.
I'm kicking myself for not watching it, man.
It was. I think for me at least, the whole time, I felt like Ohio State wasn't going to lose, and I knew they'd do something to come back and score. So I wasn't ever worried for them, or I'm never worried. I never lost confidence.
And then their kicker came on the field.
Then Fielding pushed that kick wide left. 2 minutes left,
and it wasn't even like a far kick.
No, 20 yards.
He was like, "I'm pretty good under 15 yards," as he said at the beginning of the season. Guess what? How many yards his kick was? 13.
Oh wow!
Wow. I saw a video today too. He was talking crap to the Indiana people before he went on the field.
Wow.
It's a 13-yard kick? No way. It cannot be a 13-yard kick. I thought it was 22 because the end zone adds 10 yards.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Because I think they kicked it from the 5 or the 7.
I don't remember.
So that would have been
I actually have no idea.
17 yards.
Yeah, 17, somewhere in there.
Either way, it's a kick you make. That's a kick.
It was
a
gimme kick.
That's a Jake Moody kick right there.
Yeah,
dude, that's a kick you got to drill and. The pressure must have got to him, man, because that's
wide left.
That is tough, dude.
I could not believe it. I got up. I was sitting there just quietly watching the game with Lily, and then he missed it. I went, "Oh my god, he missed it!" And with 2 minutes left, I mean, we all assumed that Ohio State would have gotten a stop.
Yeah.
But Fernando Mendoza being a ball he's really good. He doesn't have the yards to show for it, but he's got the composure and the touchdowns to show for it. He absolutely cooked on that last drive for the Hoosiers. Drained all Ohio State's timeouts out and gave him the ball on Ohio State's 10 with 30 seconds to go with no timeouts. They were cooked.
Yeah,
it was over.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I just thought about this. That's what happens when your schedule's easy. Because Ohio State, I mean, who'd they play? Michigan. That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Texas at the beginning of the year.
That's what happens when you play no close games. No competition. That's what happens. You have a kicker go out there when you need him to tie it, and he misses it.
Yeah.
They needed to play like Indiana earlier in the season, or they needed to play someone like Oregon. More tougher teams because their only tough team that was ranked at one point was Illinois.
Right. Yeah.
And then the next one was Michigan.
From that Texas to Michigan stretch, they only played Illinois. That was the only ranked game they had, and they killed them because Illinois is really not that good.
They weren't.
And they got to Michigan. They dominated as a rivalry game. They had a chip on their shoulder, and then they walked into the Big Ten championship with the confidence of the world on them, like being cocky, like they're going to win.
I'm low-key surprised they kept it as close as they did with that in mind. Because
when I heard 5 sacks that Indiana had, I was like, no way they don't. They don't have 5 sacks, right? Really?
Because Julian said he didn't even get touched in the Michigan game.
Yeah.
Now Indiana's got 5 sacks in, like, what, the first half, maybe? Maybe the whole game. I don't really know.
Yeah. Indiana's ascension this year has been fun to see.
Oh, yeah.
I love it for them. Hopefully their basketball team does that too.
Oh, yeah. From us hating on them.
Right. At the beginning.
I never hated Indiana.
We were saying, Indiana's going to be a fluke team. They're never making the playoffs. They're the number 1 seed right now.
We ranked them 17, didn't we?
Yeah. We started season 17. We thought Kurt Signetti, he's now probably a top 3 head coach in the country. Yeah. He's insane.
He's just got all those boys backed with
Michigan, get him.
Yeah. He's not leaving.
It's incredible what he's been able to do to turn around that program. The losingest college football team in history, or was, just won their first conference championship in 60 years. Wow. They're the number 1 team in the country, and they have the number 1 seed going into the playoff, and they're the favorites to win the entire thing.
Yeah.
Crazy, surreal moment for the Hoosier fans. And I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I give them credit. I'm rooting for you guys the rest of the way out because I want to see a team from Indiana win.
The in-state friend.
Right. We want to at least some state that's close to Michigan. I want to see
other than Ohio.
Ohio can go to hell. But
all right, let's pick some games.
Well, the only game we can pick is Navy Army. I'm going Army.
Ooh,
screw it. Why not?
They've won 3 games this year.
Screw it. Rivalry
Honestly, game. You know what?
We did see a year that was the case.
What? Army might win, and they might get into a bowl game for all these teams who are opting out of bowls. So
yeah.
Army was going to have to be like the next one up. But no, I'm going to go Navy here. They're 9-2. I think they're good. They were ranked.
Should we go with the spread? Because with the spread,
we could pick the game and then we can do the spread if you want.
We'll just do the spread. We'll do spread because I already know it's probably going to be like over 10 points or whatever.
Probably,
so I'll take the Army spread. They're going to keep it close.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let me look at what it is. Actually, I can just.
I have no idea, what the spread could be.
And I saw something today.
I'm gonna wait, Army's 6-5.
Oh.
The spread, okay.
Oh, they're going to the bank. Bowl game.
The spread's only 6, so this one's fine for just picking money line. I'm going Army then. I'm still gonna go Army.
I'm still going Navy.
All right.
I still want Navy to win.
I don't know. I'm not. Which one's that has the goat as the mascot? Is that Navy?
That's it's Navy.
They have a goat.
So I think the Army team stole the mascot and brought it into their like.
Campus or
campus theater, and they were like, "Yeah, let's go!" And then the goat's just standing there. So I think Army is gonna pull it off.
Let's go!
I think they're just gonna shock the world and take the goat with them.
Wait, who's leading in the Excel sheet right now? Who won last week?
I didn't update it.
Okay. We'll save it for next week.
We'll save it for the Christmas episode next week.
Maybe this will be the tiebreaker between you.
This
and Jack.
might be because I picked some. I went alone on some games last week that won me it, but I didn't go with Jack on some obvious picks. Like I got North Texas wrong. I got who else did I get wrong? I got Georgia right, and I know I got Duke right, which is crazy.
Insane.
That was crazy.
I got Ohio State wrong, which that screwed me.
I think we all
I was mad when he missed it, actually, because I was thinking about the Excel sheet. I was like, dude, no.
Damn it,
Ohio State loses on chip shot kick.
13-10 again.
We'll just do this. I guess it would be, since Jack's not here, I guess the pressure's not as high for this week, but we'll wait until next week when bowl games come out because that'll be
that'd be fun. Yeah,
we'll wait until next week to update standings. If any of you guys care about that, we're sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But
Christmas episode next week.
I did. Oh, dude, I'm excited for that. I did see something. I saw a poster. It was like Notre Dame's football schedule next year.
Oh, it's
easy. I know, and all the comments were like, "Where's the challenge at?" And there were people were posting pictures in the comments, like joke flew right over your head.
Oh, yeah.
Their schedule does look really easy.
it's going to be a piece of cake. I mean, the only two hard games we have are Miami
again,
but we're at home, and then at USC at the end of the year. I don't know. I mean, we start the season at Lambeau.
Like I said, Wisconsin. Dude, you guys might get screwed again. You might need to add one more tough team in there.
We could go
unless you go 12-0, then you're good.
If we go 12-0, I still won't feel confident. I still won't feel confident.
You'll still have that. You'll have that rule now.
Unless we're dropping 70 points every week, and then
I think they will.
Honestly,
I think Notre Dame will try to do that every week.
I think if Marcus Freeman stays, which is something that's come up in the last couple of days, that he's a favorite to be the Giants head coach, but I'm feeling pretty confident about him staying now, because the athletic director pretty much just said, he's got a lifetime contract and we'll pay him whatever.
Nice.
So that's sick to hear. But if Marcus Freeman stays, I'm feeling like I'd be scared if I'm going to play Notre Dame next year. And this is going to sound cringy or whatever, but that's how I feel. And then I also, if this is a hypothetical, but if Jeremiah Love stays, holy shit, watch out. This team will be dangerous. Dangerous. But, you never know. We'll see. He's not staying. He's a top 10 pick, so he's not going to stay.
Dang. UCLA plays at Michigan next year. That'll be fun.
Oh, we should go.
We're going.
We gotta go.
New head coach for Michigan.
Gotta go. New head coach for UCLA.
It's
too.
A Caleb and Alex trip.
Yeah, dude,
what's going on, guys? 10 beers down.
That would be sick.
Dude, I'm mad I didn't go watch them play at Michigan State this year because they whooped them.
Oh yeah,
that was a fun game to watch at home. But that's pretty much all I got to say about college football for this week.
Me too.
I mean, this next week, I don't know what we're going to talk about because
nothing's
got
happening.
bowl games.
I mean, bowl games start what, Monday, Tuesday?
You know what we could really talk about?
Basketball. Yeah, we can start talking about hoops.
Michigan basketball should be the number one team in the country.
They're
right
number
now.
2, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be number 1.
I will say their size is crazy because their small forward is 6'10".
Yeah.
Their power forward's 6'9", and he's really strong.
What's that really good guy's name?
Axel Lindenberg.
Lindenberg, yeah.
And then they have the guy they got from UCLA, Ade Mara. He's 7'3".
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. we got Xavier Booker from Michigan State, so he's doing okay. Dude, I'm mad at UCLA because they dropped the game against California. They lost to Arizona now, so we're not ranked, but we're 2-0 in the Big Ten, so that's a good start. Beat Oregon and Washington, so it's like whatever. And then we play both Michigan teams this year in Michigan, so
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see both away games.
I'm really excited. This Michigan State matchup in basketball this year could be generational.
Both teams are really good.
It could literally feed families.
Michigan State's coming off a loss to Duke though right now, so. At East Lansing too.
Oh yeah,
so Duke's really good too.
Duke's really good. I'm not saying they weren't, but Michigan's undefeated though. Hey, you know who else is doing good right now? Notre Dame basketball. We on the up, baby. Micah Shrewsbury. We're getting them boys back. Who? All right. We just beat TCU in overtime. Hell yeah.
Michigan did that too.
Yeah, so we on the up.
What's your guys' record?
I don't even know.
I think you guys are playing
Notre Dame's men's basketball record.
You guys are playing.
We 7-3 though.
Hey,
they're playing Idaho right now. 24-16.
Oh, we winning. Marcus Burns hurt, right? Yeah, he's hurt. He's probably out for the year. Damn it, he's our best player. But we on the up. That's all I gotta say. Right, let's close this off.
That's sweet. No, but go Hoops, man. Go Pistons. 19-5 currently. So hopefully next week we got our 20th win, which in seasons past that's taken us until March to do. So
right.
I mean, 2 years ago, we didn't even get 15 wins.
Hell yeah. Pistons basketball is on the up right
honestly, the state of Michigan basketball has been great.
We're a basketball state now, I guess.
Yeah, for real. Oh, yeah, what's going on with the Lions? I mean, we might miss the playoffs, boys.
We won on Thursday. We beat the Cowboys.
We just signed another safety.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Patriots guy, I don't know.
Okay. But
McCourty?
No, not McCourty. I wish if he was like 20 years younger.
Right.
No, the Lions won. They beat the Cowboys on Thursday, so that was a big win for us to stay alive in the playoff contention. We're still not. We're technically not out. We're 8-5.
Okay, good.
We're technically not out of the conference, the division title right now. Yes, we've lost the Packers twice, but it's not impossible, but it is
Impossible.
pretty close.
I mean, you got to beat. There's this game against Chicago coming up.
Yep.
I know that.
That's
gotta
a
beat
big
Chicago,
Beat
and
that,
you
and then
gotta
you
beat
got to
the
beat
Ravens.
Minnesota. Both are going to be away.
And you need the
And
Packers to lose against them too.
They play
Yeah.
JJ on Minnesota on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Christmas
Day, right?
It's either
If
one
it's
of
Christmas
the two.
Day, that's sick. But if it's Christmas Eve, that's even better.
Yeah.
What's better, Santa and football? I mean, yeah. No, Lions are looking okay. I think we'll make the playoffs. You know who won't make the playoffs? Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
And you know, I haven't seen on TV a lot Taylor Swift. So NFL is winning right now at this point.
Yeah. It feels like back to normal NFL now. It's just like anybody could win it. Really, it feels competitive.
It
Which
feels
is good.
nice. Yeah.
The AFC West is going to be a different divisional winner this year. It's going to be either the Chargers, it's going to be the Broncos.
Dude, I would love to see the Broncos. Honestly,
those two teams. I really like Bo Nix. I really want the Broncos to win, but
Jim Harbaugh, baby.
Jim Harbaugh's. I don't know. He's got something deep in his bag. I think he might pull this out with Herbert. So, and then the Raiders and Chiefs are just terrible. So
yeah,
they're pretty much out.
The
And
poor Raiders, man.
yeah.
They're on my top 3 favorites for NFL. That's just,
They're
just
terrible.
bad. And I like the Dolphins too, but
Jim-
they're kind of on the
they're
up.
on the up.
Yeah, they're 6 and 7.
Yeah, it's 6-7. Well, didn't they won like their last 5 or something like
Yeah,
that?
they started 0-3, got their first win, then they lost like 2 more, and then now they're like 6 and 2 in their last couple.
The thing is that
8.
no one's talking about them.
Right.
Like they've won all these games and no one said anything to them about them.
Well, that's because with the NFL, if you start like 0-3, like for instance, like the Jets and Dolphins both did, I counted them out. You know,
Right.
just seemed like they were going to be done. Tua kept getting hurt. Tyreek's out for the year. You know, rip y'all if you had him on fantasy.
Right.
I mean, I think Tyreek's going to retire, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because his contract was up this year, I think.
What
So-
are you looking at like that, Alex?
Breaking: ex-Michigan head coach Sherrone was detained by police in Saline, Michigan. This is evening and turned over to police in Pittsfield Township for investigation of potential charges, reporting to Pete Thamel.
Oh wow!
Wow.
What?
This is definitely more serious than we thought.
Yeah. What the heck?
What is going on?
Some breaking news hitting us here at the studio.
That's
wild.
Jesus criminy. All right, let's get into some Major Gone football. I'm
All right.
excited.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode of You Don't Know Ball podcast. To all of our fans who keep putting us into that one select playlist, thank you. You guys
Keep it
have
up.
really bumped up our views. All right.
Where my
Seriously,
Christmas
guys.
socks today.
Put your thank you for bumping our views up. We're up to 3,000 views, up to over 100 subscribers, 119 right now. So congrats, boys, on over 100 subscribers. It's a pretty big deal for us because there's one time we had 1, and that
Yep.
was me. So
If the sock guy is watching, just don't comment.
just DM our Instagram.
Yeah, for real.
Pay us. I'm just kidding. No, keep adding us to that playlist. We like getting all the views. It's good for engagement. It's all that other stuff. So, for all our fans, keep supporting us. Go check out Emily Hamner's link in our bio for all our You Don't Know Ball merch. It's not updated yet, but I think this one's out there. I'm not sure. But anything else? Final thoughts from you guys?
Nah, go Pistons, go UCLA basketball. Let's get back to being ranked.
Go Irish as always. And
I'm excited for the Christmas episode next week. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but I'm sure we have something planned. That's
I
We're
have
gonna have to have some hot chocolate, PJs.
we got to have
marshmallows.
everything.
Yeah,
we're gonna be
candle.
festive episode.
And dude, it'll be bowl game week.
We should make our offense like based off Christmas movie characters, like offense or defense.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Because no games would start. We could
Yeah.
do like a bunch of drafts, I guess.
Yeah.
Just do that.
I only want to get one
have
guy.
a game episode.
Yeah. Oh, wait. One more thing. Did anybody watch the Monday Night Football game with the Monsters?
I thought it was
University?
sweet.
Did
No,
you
I
see
didn't.
that? You didn't see
No.
that? They
I saw Mike Wazowski score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the real player we should be talking about is Sully. Dude had 4
Oh, yeah.
interceptions, 2 sacks, 100 yards rushing. Like, dude went crazy.
Jalen
funny.
Hurts when he's just
Jalen
Sully on the field.
I think that was fun. All right. That's going to do it. Remember, we don't know ball. You don't know ball. We all don't know ball. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Go blue.
Go Irish. F*** your committee.
Get John Gruden.